So yesterday, I go and make a new G.I. Joe military media bullshit video. You know, just fun and giggles. I put my own content in there, my commentary. I play a little bit of the clips from the show. It's all in good fun. I post it, no problems. And I wake up this morning and I get an email from YouTube/Google saying, "You have been in violation of copyright." What the fuck? Now, this is not the first time this has happened to me. I mean, you guys love the military movie bullshit, the military media bullshit videos I do. DuckTales, G.I. Joe, Top Gun, Full Metal Jacket. You know, these are very popular videos for me. Unfortunately, they require me to use a lot of copyrighted material to give a good visual on what I'm talking about. And over time, you know, I keep getting hit on these things. I know the rules of fair use. I've been doing this for 14, 15 goddamn years. I know what fair use means in terms of a review and commentary. All the videos I've ever made fall under this category, and yet there are these little bots, these little AIs from all these copyright holders that all they do is go look for copyright material and shit, and you know, it makes people have to figure out how the hell they're going to like do their videos. Like, I was trying to do like quick cuts so it wasn't too long of a segment for the data mining to grab it and say it's a copyright infringement. And you know, the first time I did a G.I. Joe video, no problem. I mean, I was cutting it decently and I thought I cut this one the same way, but apparently this time a bot picked me up, and not only did it say like, "Oh, you know, we're taking away your money, your ad revenue for this," it said, "Oh no, you can keep the video up, but the ad revenue is going to go to Hasbro," which is complete bullshit. Okay, I don't mind sharing. You say like, "Well, you're using part of our copyright material in your video with your other originally created content. We should split this." You know what? Fine. I don't have an issue with it. I'm fine, but just immediately cutting it off into the point where I have to file another dispute, my third one now. I'm calling bullshit. You're going away from what you set these things up to do. I mean, in the original idea was all these copyright holders wanted to stop people from just completely uploading entire bits of media, movies, TV shows, music, what have you, and keep people from just putting out there for free when someone's supposed to be making money off of it. And plus, you know, people trying to make money off of it. You know, I get that, and I'm fine with that. But I also know my rights. I know my rights as in terms of fair use. And this is a violation of fair use. And the reason it happens is not because there's a person who went in there and was being vindictive. It's because you're using automation, you're using computer programming to decide what is fair use and what is not fair use. And the only way to get around that is wait for a dispute. And you know, a lot of times it's like this can, you know, you have 30 days to do it, and I'm finding out a lot of these companies don't, you know, get around to it right away. So, you know, I'll have the video in dispute for 30 days, and then they'll come back and say like, "Well, you know what? They never responded, so you can go ahead and monetize your video." Fucking great. You know what happens most of the time? The first 30 days is when I'm gonna get the most views, aka the most money. And I'm not in here for like just the money. I enjoy doing this. I like making these videos for you guys. You guys really enjoy the military movie bullshit, but it's becoming really hard to make the time to do it, because I know it's, you know, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna get fucking blocked, and I'm gonna be out of money. And you know, it's not my first thing I want to do with videos, but it's a part of it. I like making a little bit of cash on the side from this. It's not my, you know, job or anything, but yeah, I'm the one who created it. I made this content. I made military movie bullshit, and I'm pointing out military inaccuracies, and that's the draw. It's not the actual content. So your claims are bullshit, and all these copyright holders need to figure out a better method of determining, you know, what is bullshit and what is not. no pun intended, than just immediately stopping monetization right off the bat and then waiting a whole fucking month to tell everybody, oh, well, yeah, you're fine, or we're just not even going to pay attention to it. Because you know you're wrong. You know what the rules are, and most people won't challenge it because it's such a pain in the ass, and Google and YouTube want to protect their ass, and I get that. I totally get the reason behind it originally. And again, it's like he said, like, well, you have this copyrighted content, but you created your own stuff, so we're going to do a shared revenue, which, there's been, apparently this has happened, but I'm not seeing it. What the fuck? G.I. Joe, Hasbro, why didn't you correct this to a shared video if you had to? I mean, I'm not against that, and, I'm not going to say, argue with you, because yes, I'm using your video footage, Paramount, I did it with Full Metal Jacket, and, they flagged it immediately, I disputed it, and then 30 days later, they didn't respond, so I got back my monetization. Luckily, the first 30 days, I wasn't getting a lot of views. I wasn't that big of a guy yet. Now I've gotten a lot more views, and that video is one of my biggest videos, so thank you for, not paying attention to it, because obviously I wasn't getting enough views to, give you problems. However, Paramount, same people, when I went to do Top Gun, did the same thing. They flagged it, they said I was in violation, and I disputed it again. This time, they got back within 3 or 4 days, and they held up. It's like, no, you're using too much of our copyright. I'm like, you know what, fine. This is not the first or last time this is probably going to happen. This video is getting really popular. I don't want to take it down. It's going to put eyes on my channel. Great, awesome. So I let it go. The next time I do down Periscope, this time it's under Fox. Fox is the same thing, and I'm under dispute with them right now. Then I went and I did the first G.I. Joe video. No problem for Hasbro right off the bat. Then the time I do a second one, all of a sudden it's like, hey, no, you can't make money off this, but we're going to, until we get this dispute settled, in the next 30 days. Long after anyone gives a shit about the fucking video. It's been on there for 30 days. It's not going to make anywhere near the hits or the money the original timeline is. So, it's frustrating because I know you guys love this stuff. You want to, the most thing I get feedback on, I do other military stuff, and it gets decent traction. I mean, the Stolen Valor one is the best, but I can't just talk about Stolen Valor all the time. It's not what I want to do. The top 10 military myths is another great video that is hugely popular. But it's so many times I can go to that well, and I talk about other stuff, and it does decently. But I'm seeing as a trend, what people really like is, something I probably would be more looking to focus on. Is doing these little take-aparts of movies and TV shows with military stuff in it. People seem to think they're really entertaining, and I really like doing it. I think it's a fun time, but I would like to, make, my cash off of it, and I would like to have some kind of fairness to what I'm doing. Doug Walker, the nostalgia critic, had a video about this a while back where his videos are getting taken down, and he's way bigger than me, and he's having issues with this. I've seen some comment, I've mentioned this in comments before, and I've seen some other people comment, there's I think a union of YouTube people that you can maybe push this, you join them, and then you can push your content through and get it pre-approved. I'm guessing this is how people like Cinema Sins exist, because Cinema Sins and Doug Walker and Honest Trailers. I think Honest Trailers and Cinema Sins are the same people. But regardless, all those guys, they have, they get these videos out that have a ton of copyrighted content in them, and obviously they're getting all their views, and they're making money off of it. I think a lot of them make their living off of it. And I'm not even looking for that, but maybe I need to look into that. Maybe if any of you viewers know more about the situation than I do, you can tell me in the comments. Because right now I'm just pissed. It's one more time, I try to make a fun video, just talking about G.I. Joe. It's nothing, important or, oh my God, you're doing the worst thing. It's just I'm poking fun at a cartoon for a little bit. from a military perspective. And it's a cartoon I love. And, you know, in return I get dick slapped by Hasbro, a company I spent a lot of money on, telling me, like, we're going to take your ad revenue from you. I think that's fucking bullshit. Sorry, it's the Salty Seaman. I'm just on a rant here. Other videos that don't include copyright content coming up. We're going to talk about the culture of the different military branches by the end of the week. So look forward to that. And going to try to do another military movie bullshit, probably Under Siege, next week. Let's see how well I edit it and see if it gets through. Regardless, I'm going to do it because I like doing it and you guys want to see it, so I don't care. But that's all I got to say. Apologies for the rant. I tend to do that on occasion when I feel I'm wrong. And that's all I got to say. Salty Seaman is out, and peace.